All right. Let's go ahead and get Sportsman out here, and let's get some mod buggies out here to corner marshal. So we'll do, see if we can do it with 4 maybe tonight. Down at the far end down there would be good. Somebody up front here. Need somebody that under the driver's stand. Vince, you gonna be okay to corner? We need somebody at the far end down there then. Yeah, man. 2 minutes. Emily, you got that back corner? You going? Yeah. Cool. All right. Where are are the guys all up there? Where is everybody? Go yell at them outside. They're getting a cigarette break. Yeah, he is. And hey, Todd, future reference, you can't have, you got to have closed-toed shoes here. Yeah, it's a little hard to corner marshal in flip-flops. Yeah, well, I don't think my insurance agent likes that idea. Get them warmed up, guys. Let's do it. I made a baby jump now so all the stock guys can make it. Maybe I'll move it back for Friday, though.
Clinton.
So that stock can land on the top, but mod will still have a fun jump.
Eric Rosen. Todd Murray.
Once you guys get checked in, I'll hit the clock. And we'll start going for your fast lap qualifier. There's Don.
Willie Madden.
Okay, here we
Don
go. I'm going to go
Chambliss.
live with the loop. So Clinton's the first one across. If you crash, no big deal. You're just after one fast lap. Gap yourself out and go for it. It's like a F1. Don't get disqualified. I'm watching Darren.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Don Chambliss.
All right. Let's look here. Fast laps. 12.9 out of Clinton. Ooh, 12.9. 7 out of Eric now. Todd with a 12.7. Todd's a sandbagger.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Eric Rosen, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Eric got a 12.4. Yeah, some of these guys are ready to move up to pro stock.
"45 seconds left.
So right now, Eric has a 12.4.
After
Todd
30 seconds
12.7.
left,
Clinton
the top drivers
12.8.
are Clinton,
Don
Todd Murray,
13.2,
and Eric
and
Rosen.
Willie 13.3. $17.5 is up next.
15 seconds left.
Expert. Five seconds left. All right. If anybody comes in with a
Clinton
heater at
done.
the end here.
Willie Madden done. Eric Rosen done. Don Chambliss done.
Waiting on Todd. Track is still live for Todd. Maybe not. All right, we're good. No need to finish that lap.
The race is completed.
All right, so it's going to go Eric, Todd, Clinton, Don, and Willie. 17.5. Heat number 1 is Mike, Darren, Chris, and Scooter. Get one more volunteer corner. Ugh. I think I need a love seat up here so I can nap.
Tail whip. Chris Morrison. Darren Smith.
We need somebody at the
Scooter
far
Winger.
end, though. Oh, we got somebody down there. Okay, cool. All right. Everybody get going. Here we go. I'm going to go live with the loop. Chris will be the first, or Scooter's first one across.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Scooter Wingard, and Darren Smith.
All right, so Win as a 12-1. Scooter with a 12-6. Chris 12-7. Darren 13-7. Follow that Win guy. He looks pretty fast.
1 minute. The top drivers are Tail Whip, Scooter Wingard, and Chris
12-1.
Morrison.
Saw Dan running 11s in practice.
45 seconds left.
40 seconds left. Watch out on the back. Watch out on the back. I can see your speed and flip-flops back there.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Chris Morrison, and Scooter Wingard.
No changes. 12-1, 12-6, 12-7.
15 seconds
12-7.
left.
Ooh, Chris got a 12-7 now, and Darren got a 12-7. Ooh, Darren with a 12-5 moves into second overall. All clear on the straight.
Chris Morrison done.
Track's still live. Track is still. Oh, no need to finish that lap, Darren.
Tail Whip done.
Scooter's still live. Scooter's still live. Or Chris, whoever that is.
Darren Smith done.
There we go.
All drivers are finished.
All right, so it's going to
Scooter
go
Wingard
Mike
done.
with a 12-1 is the time to beat.
The race is completed. Terry Brown. Earl Newton. Dan Jefferson. Daniel Matz.
Waiting on
Emily Weldon.
Let's get our corner marshals out there. Come on, guys. Here we go. Okay, we should be good. Here we go. On the tone. Emily comes across first. Daniel comes across second. Then comes Terry, Earl, and Dan. Everybody's checked in. 12-1-7-5 is the time to beat. Emily comes across 12-7. 12-1-2-3 out of Dan. He goes to TQ right off the bat.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Emily Weldon.
Thank you, sir. Earl with a 12-3. Terry with a 12-2.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Earl Newton, and Terry Brown.
Dan down to 11.7. Daniel now taking over 2. He's at
45
12
seconds left.
flat. Terry Brown 12.2 is in 4th overall. Woo!
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Terry Brown,
got 30
and
seconds
Daniel
left.
Matz.
Throw it on a fast lap.
"15 seconds left.
Time's expired. She'll call you done. Everybody keep
Daniel
going.
Matz
Keep
done.
going.
Terry Brown done. Emily Weldon done.
Waiting on Earl and Daniel. Dan has 11.6.
Earl Newton done. All drivers are finished. Dan Jeppesen done.
All right. So Dan's going to take TQ. Daniel in the 2. Mike, Terry, Earl, Darren, Emily, Scooter, and Chris. We're going to stick all of you in the main.
The race is completed.
So there's 9 of you. That'll be fine. Stadium truck now. So Dan is having his Dial with Dan tomorrow, so y'all want to come out for that. 4 to 8 tomorrow. $20
Tail
cash, please.
Vince Lim.
Get some people out here. Make it worth Dan's time to come in. He's giving his
Daniel Matz.
Thursday evening to make everybody faster at PDX. Good time to do it. We got the Vision Racing invite following week. We need corner marshals out here. We got a couple guys that are back-to-back, so we're going to need some volunteers, please.
Dan Jeppesen.
We need somebody in the middle, somebody in the far corner. 2 more corners, please. Thanks, Don. Okay, these guys are ready. We got corners heading out. Uh-oh. It's just ball cup, Vince? Huh? That sucks. Oh, well. So let's see. What do we got here? 1, 2. Here we go. I'm going to do it for quals. Go for it. Yeah. We'll take a break after quals. Give you a chance to do it. We'll get flip-flops. Be like a cat. All right, so win
After 30
the
seconds,
12-0.
the top drivers are Tail Whip, Dan Jeppesen, and Daniel Matz.
$12.04 out of Mike. Let's see what Dan can do here. Dan's got a 12.2. Daniel's a 12.4. Dan with a 12.08 to Mike's
1 minute left.
12.04.
The top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
Any one of these guys can throw it out a hot lap
45
here.
seconds left.
Oh, there we go. 12.03. Got him by a 10th. So now Mike's got to throw down a fast lap here.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip. 15 seconds left.
That might be not a good lap. Gotta watch that one. That's super fast. I wasn't. Here we go. Needs to pick up a 10th on Dan. Dan's right behind him, pushing him.
Tail Whip done.
That's not
Dan
going to do it.
Jeppesen done.
Waiting on Daniel.
All drivers are finished.
All right, so it's going to
Daniel
go Dan,
Matz done.
Mike, Daniel, and Vince.
The race is completed.
Short course, you guys don't even need corner marshals. I gotta wake up here. I'm like, got some Mercury and retrograde crap going on, I guess. Full moon. Lots of weird energy going on. Right, Izzy?
Chris Morrison.
Izzy's big into astrology.
Todd Murray.
Yeah. Yeah, Izzy's really big into astrology. We could use more than 2 corps marshals. Well, if you watch this one, yeah, Darren's got this. So there's Clinton. Okay, get him going, guys. Here we go. We started off. So, Dan. Yeah, I don't even know if I need to qual. All right, so right now,
After 30 seconds,
Chris
the
is
top
in front
drivers
with
are
a
Chris Morrison,
13.5.
Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Todd's coming out to do work on his car. Yeah, it helps to have those down. It gets rid of some of the drag. Still got a minute 13 left. Mike wins down there, my boy.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Willie's like, yeah.
45 seconds left. After left. 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Chris Morrison, and Todd Murray. Tail Whip my boy. "15 seconds left.
All right, so here we go. Let me go back to racing here. 13-8 out of Chris, 14-1 out of Clinton. Todd with a 17-2 that time by.
Chris Morrison done.
Chris gets a 13-3.
Todd Murray done.
Todd gets a 14-5.
All drivers are finished.
And Clinton
Clinton
gets
done.
a 14-1.
The race is completed.
4 wheels up now. I think my boy is in this one.
Dan Jeppesen. Earl Newton. Darren Smith. Emily Weldon. Willie Madden.
We need corners out here. 2 more corners, please. If you're not racing, please come corner. If you're not racing, please come corner. We need 2 more, 1 in the middle. Clinton, if you can move to the middle here. We need somebody in the middle, and then somebody
Tail
by
whip.
me. Everybody's checked in. We're waiting on a corner. Come on, somebody, anybody. Not Vince. Vince's got a hurt leg. Daniel, go to the middle, please. We're going to put Vince over here. Okay, here we go. Going live with the loop. Corner. Watch out of the back jump. Watch out of the back jump.
After 30 seconds,
Daniel's at
the top
12-0.
drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Tail
11-4
Whip.
now. Darren in the 2 with a 12-1. Oh. Whoa. Was that Mike? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
How in
Earl
the
Newton,
world?
and Darren Smith.
Hey, Todd, watch the race, please. Todd.
45 seconds left.
All right, so Daniel, Darren, Earl, Willie. Watch out in the
After
back.
1
Watch
30
out in the back.
seconds left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
Wynn is going to
Earl
have to
Newton,
throw
and
something
Darren
down in the
Smith.
last 30 seconds here. He's got Dan in front of him.
"15 seconds left.
Mike with a 12.5. Not that fast enough. See what this one is. He's going to get one more to do it. 11.9 puts him into the 2.
Earl Newton done.
Here we go. This one's got to be a heater.
Emily Weldon done.
Not a heater. Waiting on Daniel, Darren, and Willie. Oh, Mike gets one more lap. Oh, well.
Willie Madden done.
Watch
Dan
out of the
Jefferson
straight. Watch
done.
out of the straight. Oh, boy.
Tail Whip done.
All right.
All drivers are finished. Darren Smith done.
It's going to go Daniel, Mike, Darren, Earl, Willie, and Emily.
The race is completed.
Last qualifier, Mod Buggy.
Earl Newton. Darren Smith. Terry Brown. Fearless leader. Vince Lim.
All right, we get one more corner marshal at the beginning of the straightaway over here, or end of the straightaway, I guess that would be. One more in front of the driver's stand. Also, anybody, we need everyone that's not racing to please help corner marshal. Thanks, my man, Dirty D. Good to see you out here. All right, ready. Space them out a little bit. All right, on the tone. right, so far we have an 11-8 out of Kevin.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are
12-6 out
fearless
of
leader
Vince.
Terry Brown and Vince Lim.
12-6-8 out of Darren. 12-6-1-5 out of Vince. 12-2-3-1 out of Vince. 12-4-1-9 out of Earl. 12-4-4-3 out of Darren. Orders Kevin, Vince, Terry, Earl, and, well, I guess this isn't showing fast lap. Oh, I see.
After
I see.
1 minute left,
Kevin,
the top
Vince,
drivers
Earl,
are
Darren,
fearless
and
leader
Terry
Vince
is the
Lim and Earl
order.
Newton.
Still 11-8 for the fast lap of the race.
45 seconds left.
44 seconds to go. Kevin, Vince, Earl, Darren, Terry. Only need one fast lap. Only one fast lap. Come on, Terry
After
Brown.
1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are fearless leader Earl Newton and Vince Lim.
Oh, straightaway, straightaway, straightaway. Go inside. Inside. Woo.
15 seconds left.
Still 11-8-2-8 out of Kevin for the fast lap of the race. Terry Brown with a 12-1-2-5 puts himself in the 2. Vince in the 3, Earl in the 4, Darren in the 5. Keep going till you hear your name.
Vince Lim done.
Vince is done. Oh my lord.
Fearless leader done. Earl Newton done. Terry Brown done. All drivers are
All right,
finished.
order will be Kevin, Terry,
Darren
Vince,
Smith done.
Earl, and Darren.
The race is
Weird how that
completed.
goes, huh?
Hey, Mike, you missing the car up here? All right, Major said, you guys good for 10 after? It's 7:01 now. That good? Yeah? Okay. Enough time to charge. 9 of you are going to be in stock buggy. 9. 6 minute. 9. Dan doesn't like that. Doesn't make sense to do 5 and 4. You guys want to do 9 and 4 or 5 and 4? Darren's like, no. He said, I'm on number 6, so I don't want to go. I don't think there's anybody that's getting in the way. All right, let's get our mod buggy guys out
Eric
here to
Rosen.
corner marshal. Probably a volunteer too. Get this baby rolling. 6-minute mains.
Don Chambliss. Clinton. Todd Murray.
Let's get Willie checked in. We need corner marshals out here.
Willie Madden.
Okay, bring them around, get them lined up. Be Eric, Todd, Clinton, Don, and Willie. We need somebody at the hobby wing. Or the ProTech banner down there. Earl, can you go down the hobby wing banner or the ProTech banner down there? You know it's a good night when they're playing Foreigner. Oh, yeah. Here we go. On the tone in less than 5. Here we go. 6 minutes. You aren't going to win in the first quarter, but you could lose it. Thank you, Don. Don's old school. He pulls over when he hits somebody. Uh-oh, our leader rolls it over. Falls back to the 3. Is that Clinton up front? Todd up front.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Murray,
Watch
Eric
out.
Rosen, and Willie Madden.
Did you get hit again? No? So Todd the 1, Clinton and Eric battling out for the 2. Oh, yeah.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Eric Rosen.
Uh-oh. So Clinton takes over the lead. Eric in the 2, Todd in the 3. Eric's being really patient back there. Oh! Patience paid off. Watch out, straightaway. You got lots of time
After
left.
1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Eric
4:30
Rosen,
left.
Todd Murray, and Clinton.
Corner marshals. That scared you. You guys scared Darren. Watch out in the middle. Watch out in the middle. Watch out in the middle jump. That is our leader that went on, or second place went on his lid. That was our leader. Oh boy.
After
4
2
minutes
minutes
left.
the top drivers
Now
are
we
Eric
got a
Rosen,
battle for the
Clinton,
lead.
and Todd Murray.
With 4 minutes left. It's only long when you're in the lead. Look at that corner. Woo! He's on it tonight. Oh no. Oh no. So that's going to put Eric all the way back to the 3.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Todd Murray, and Eric Rosen.
Lots of back and forth in this race. Eric's having trouble with that back jump. Go a little wider.
After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Clinton, Todd Murray, and Eric Rosen.
Straight away, straight away, straight away. Woo! Not bad for an old dude. $240. I want to know the ages of our mod guys tonight. Darren, how old are you? 48?
After 3
58?
minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers
Earl,
are
how
Clinton,
old are you?
Eric Rosen, and Todd Murray.
58? You're not 58. You're in your 40s, both of you. What year are you born, Darren? Quick. Okay, you'd be 58 then. So 58, 58. I know Terry is what?
2 minutes left. After 4 minutes 1 second,
65?
the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen,
67?
and Todd Murray.
So Clinton in the lead, Eric at the 2, Todd in the 3. Vince, how old are you? 45. 35.
After 4 minutes 32
I
seconds,
lie and say I'm older
the top
than I am. That
drivers
way
are
people go,
Clinton,
wow,
Eric
you look
Rosen,
great
and
for...
Todd Murray.
I'm actually 73. 73, everybody. I'm doing great for 73. I feel great for 73. Don't feel as great for 62, but I feel a lot better for 73. Whoa!
minute
Oh
left.
my God! Just
After
flip
5
them over
minutes
there.
2 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Todd Murray.
Oh,
45 seconds
So Clinton
left.
and Eric battling out for the lead with 45 seconds left. Oh, that is the bugaboo for
30 seconds
Eric.
left. After 5 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Don Chambliss.
Oh. So Don's in the 3. He's right there with Eric. They're going to get
15
one more
seconds
lap.
left.
So the Vision Racing layout is going to be one designed by Jeff Phelps. He sent it to me. It looks pretty cool.
Eric Rosen done. Don
So
Chambliss
Eric's going
done.
to take the 2.
Willie Madden done.
Don the 3, Willie.
All drivers are
And
finished.
Clinton gets the win
Clinton
with
done.
a 27-lap run. Nice run, Clinton.
The race is completed.
All right, let's get right out to corner. We need all our corners out here.
Dan Jefferson. Daniel Matz. Tail whip.
All right.
Terry Brown. Earl Newton.
We need one more corner marshal at the ProTech banner. Todd's got that. Let's get Darren, Emily, and Scooter and Chris checked in.
Scooter Wingerd.
This will be interesting.
Darren
with
Smith.
9 of you.
Emily Weldon.
It's waiting on Chris.
Chris
All
Morrison.
right, line them up, line them up. Daniel Jefferson, Daniel Mattis, Mike, Terry, Earl, Darren, Emily, Scooter, and Chris. So let's take it easy in this race, guys. There's 9 of you. We should be able to do it. It's expert stock. All right, move up one more. Come on, you two, quit playing grab Fanny and get lined up. All right, here we go. Come on, Scooter, hole shot it. Here we go. On the tone, less than 5. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Dan again, the 1. Daniel in the 2. That is Terry Brown and Earl Newton. So they're coming up to lap Chris already.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are
So
Dan
Mike
Jeppesen,
now
Daniel Matz, and
up
Terry
to the
Brown.
4. So the 2 Dans are breaking away. 11-7, 11-9 are their fast laps. Only one's in the 11s. So you know Dan's colors. He's that gold and
After
yellow
1
and
minute,
white.
the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and
Mattis
Terry
is
Brown.
pink, white with yellow wheels. Watch out on the back jump. Watch out on the back jump. Watch out on the back jump. We got flip-flop man back there. Okay, so right now the leader's coming down the straight. They'll be coming up on Earl, Scooter, and Darren.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers
Daniel
are Dan
Mattis is
Jeppesen,
a 2.
Daniel
He's
Matz,
that
and
pink
Tail Whip.
and white with yellow wheels. Thank you, sir. So he'll be coming up on you next, Scooter. Thank you. Good job, everybody. That's the way you do it. Don't even need to slow down that much. Just go a little wide. Perfect. You guys got this. Chris Morrison was fast lap at 12-7 that time by. Dan with 11-7. Mike and
4
Terry
minutes after 2
both had
minutes
their
1
fast
second.
laps 12-0
The top
and
drivers are Dan
12-5
Jeppesen,
respectively.
Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
Only battle on track between Earl and Chris. Everybody knows everybody's colors except for Mattis, so we'll figure it out. He's been here a few times.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen,
We got
Daniel
a battle
Matz,
brewing
and
up
Tail
here
Whip.
between Mike and Terry Brown. Terry, you'll have the leader on you next. Go a little wide there. Not that wide. I know all about pulling over, so you got to just kind of plan it when somebody's come up and on you go, oh, that's a
3
good car
minutes
to
left.
pull over
After
in.
3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
Whenever we're running mod with the fast guys, I pull over 2-3 times a race. So Daniel out front, he's on a 36.01. Daniel 36.11. Win 29.610. Earl just had his fast lap at 12.4.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
So Chris and Emily are battling it out now. Dan made a mistake. He is human. Watch out on the
2
back
minutes
table.
left.
Watch out on the back table.
After 4 minutes 2 seconds,
Emily's,
the top
oh
drivers
boy.
are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
So right now it's Daniel, Mike, Terry, Darren, Scooter, Earl, Chris, and Emily. Everybody pretty gapped out.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds,
Mike is close
the
to
top
11.
drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip. One minute left. After 5 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
45 seconds
45
left.
seconds
45
left.
seconds. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Watch out on the back. Watch out on the back. And we wonder why we shouldn't wear shoes here.
30 seconds left. After 5 minutes 32
30 seconds.
the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip. 15 seconds left.
Next up is Stadium Truck.
Emily Weldon done. Daniel Matz done.
Daniel
Chris
takes
Morrison
the
done.
2.
Dan Jeppesen done.
Jeppesen takes the
Darren
win.
Smith done. Terry Brown done.
Mike Wynn
Earl
the
Newton
3,
done.
Terry Brown the 4, Darren,
Tail Whip
Scooter,
done.
Earl, Chris, and Emily.
All drivers are finished. Scooter Wingert done. The race is completed.
Let me see. Let me see here. Yeah, let me look. Earl. There one is. Hold on a second. No laps yet. Okay. Fixed Earl. I don't think it changed anything. You guys are mean.
Tail Whip. Daniel Matz.
You guys are mean.
Vince Lim. Dan Jeppesen.
All right. Line them up. Daniel, Mike, Daniel, Vince. Madison, the 3. We got corners. Good job, corners. Whoever's not cornering, we'll use you in another race here after this one, probably. Here we go. On the tone, less than 5. Mike took a look. Oh, ho, ho. That was a clean pass. You're out? Okay. Oh, you'll practice. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good seeing you, man.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Dan Jeppesen, and Daniel Matz.
Mike has kind of got a gap here. Madison, the 2. My boy out front. Running
After
my old
1
truck.
minute, the top drivers are Daniel Matz, Dan Jeppesen,
Wonder how
and
many of my
Tail
old
Whip.
cars are actually here being used right now. Yeah, Earl's got one, I know. Might be another 4-wheel drive in the market. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm keeping my 4-wheel drive. I'm enjoying 4-wheel drive mod. I wish people would
After
run
1
mod.
minute
It's so
30
much more fun.
seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Vince Lim.
Dan missed a lap. Michael missed a lap. Let me take a look here. Yes, he did. There we go. Mike back to the 1.
4 minutes After left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Dan Jeppesen, and Daniel Matz.
Oh, we have a battle going on here. Oh, boy. Oh, a little love tap there out of Dan. And here comes Mattis. We still got 340 left, so we got a full race left of this thing. You guys all like, you getting thirsty? Parched?
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers
I'm
are
looking
Tail
forward
Whip,
to
Dan
6 minutes
Jefferson,
of short
and Daniel
course.
Matz.
So, Vince, you'll have the leaders on you. Thank you, sir. If Mike Wynn could not tail whip these front jumps, he'd
3
be a lot
minutes
faster.
left. After 3 minutes 1
But
second,
he can't not do
the
it.
top drivers are
See?
Tail Whip, Daniel Matz, and Dan Jefferson.
It's just so funny. He's tail whipping something, doesn't need to. Oh, there goes Dan. Okay, now let's see if Mike can catch up with him or do something Mike-ish.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Tail Whip, Daniel Matz, and Dan Jefferson.
You missed a lap too? What's going on here? See, Daniel. Yeah, maybe the pipe's too far in. Yes, you did miss a lap. Let me add a lap to you. Okay, Dan's back to lead. Now, if we
2
get Mike
minutes
to
left.
drive at like
After 4 minutes 1 second,
122%
the top
instead of
drivers are Dan Jefferson,
123.
Tail Whip, and Daniel Matz.
Oh, boy. So Dan has a 12-0, Mike with a 12-1, Danny with a 12-2, Vince with a 12-2. So they're all really close on pace. Daniel's just the most consistent.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip, and Daniel Matz.
Watch out in that center jump section. Watch out by the wall. All clear, all clear. Oh, now we got a battle for a second between Mike and Daniel. Oh, boy. Watch out on the straight. Watch
1
out on the
minute
straight,
left.
Dan. Okay.
After 5 minutes 2
Thank you,
seconds,
Daniel.
the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip, and Daniel Matz. "45 seconds left.
All right. 30 seconds. Daniel's right there with Mike.
30 seconds left. After 5 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip, and Daniel Matz. "15 seconds left.
Five seconds. This will be your last lap. Finish him, you'll be done.
Vince Lim done.
Mike
Tail whip
holds off
done.
Daniel. No,
Daniel
Daniel.
Matz done.
What happened? Dan must have missed another lap. Dan missed a lap. Hold on.
All drivers are finished.
What's going on with
Dan
the timer
Jefferson
here?
done.
Yeah, last lap he needed one more.
The race is completed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. All right. That was a good race, guys. You guys are all pretty close. Short course is up. Short course.
Clinton. Chris Morrison.
Okay, let's get Todd checked in. Here he comes. Dan, why don't you move down to the other end there, and we'll just Mike can cover this end. There's only 3 of them. These guys never wreck. I bet you anything in 6 minutes, these guys won't wreck at all. Okay, line them up. Chris, Clinton, and Todd. All right, here we go. On the tone, less than 5.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray. After 1 minute, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
All right. No battles. Awesome. 450 left.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
I think I should run my 4 mod with these guys next time. Oh.
4 minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Where did all the short course drivers go? Remember, this used to be like, there was like 2 heats of these just like a month ago. Every time, yeah, it's like all of a sudden everybody's running it, then nap. Took a chunk off the wall, I think.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Four-wheel drive is up next.
Three minutes left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Yeah, I might have one. Do I have one in there? Front
After
or
3
rear?
minutes 32
Front or
seconds,
rear?
the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
Okay.
Two minutes left. After 4 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
We'll be having our first oval race
After
this
4 minutes
Sunday.
33 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
So that'll be fun to watch. We're going to call it the PDX ring. Tommy too, it'll be here for sure.
1 minute left.
I just got to get this thing going.
After 5 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
We do it on road on another day. 'Cause that's what I want to do.
45 seconds left.
Well, I got that Fiat down there. I'm going to build that one on road.
Thirty seconds left.
Alrighty, 30 seconds left.
After 5 minutes 34 seconds, the top drivers are Chris Morrison, Clinton, and Todd Murray.
13-2 for a fast lap out of Chris, 14-0 out of Clinton, 13-8 out of
15
Todd.
seconds left.
These guys are getting it figured out. Clinton wasn't going to run. Looking good. It's the same one as the truck, right? Stadium truck.
Chris Morrison done.
Okay, let me text him.
All drivers are finished. Clinton done.
Oh,
Todd
yeah.
Murray done. The race is completed.
All right, here we go, four-wheel drive. We're going to need some volunteer corners since there are only 3 guys in that.
Darren Smith,
1,
Earl Newton,
2. If you're not racing, please come corner.
Dan
Straightaway,
Jefferson.
straightaway, straightaway, straightaway. If you're not racing, please come corner.
Emily Weldon,
We need, Vince has got this. We need somebody in the middle, please. One of you guys sitting back there, please, somebody.
Tail Whip,
One corner for the middle, please.
Willie
Daniel,
Madden,
can you help us out? Okay, line them up. Daniel, Mike, Darren, Earl, Willie, and Emily. Daniel, Mike. I don't want Vince in the middle. He's got a hurt knee. He's got a hurt knee. All right, here we go. On the tone, lesson 5. Ooh. I hope everybody's got chassis protectors.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail
Dan
Whip,
is already
and Darren
pulling
Smith.
away. On the straight, put him on the straight. 11-8. Dan's only one of the 11s. So Darren in the 2, Mike in the 3. Mike looking to get away around Darren.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Darren Smith, and Tail Whip.
Oh, there we go. Had a look. He keeps looking right there. Darren's got a weird line through there. Mike keeps looking. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith.
Watch out on the back. Watch out on the back. All clear. So Mike to the 2, Earl the 3, Darren the 4. That's the battle on the track. 2nd through 4. All fairly close together.
Four minutes left.
Ooh,
After 2
Earl.
minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and Earl Newton.
So Earl is back in contact with Mike now. 0.4 back. Here comes Earl.
After 2 minutes 32 seconds, the
So
top
Dan, you
drivers
got a
are Dan
battle for
Jeppesen,
second in
Tail
front
Whip,
of you,
and Earl
so
Newton.
pass accordingly. Oh. So it's Daniel, Mike, Earl, straightaway. Daniel, Mike,
3
Earl,
minutes
Darren,
left.
Emily, and Willie.
After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and Earl Newton.
Got 2:30 left, drivers, 2:30.
After 3 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and Earl Newton. Two minutes left. After 4 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and Earl Newton.
All right.
After 4 minutes 33 seconds,
36-0
the
out
top
of Dan,
drivers are
almost
Dan
a 31
Jeppesen,
lap
Tail
run.
Whip, and Earl Newton.
Fast lap goes to Mike Wynn with 11.525. Dan has 11.583. Earl in the 3, Darren in the 4. 1 minute left, drivers, 1 minute.
One minute left.
Oh, Dan rolls it
After
over.
5 minutes 4 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and Earl Newton. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 5 minutes 34 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Tail Whip, and
Bryce
Earl
pretty
Newton.
spaced out.
"15 seconds left. Emily Weldon done. Dan Jeppesen done. Darren Smith done. Willie Madden done. Tail whip done.
All right.
All drivers are
That's
finished.
the race.
Earl Newton
Let's do
done.
Mod Buggy.
The race is completed.
Then we'll take a small break and hit round 2.
Okay.
Fearless leader. Earl Newton. Darren Smith. Terry Brown. Vince Lim.
Alright, we need 2 more corner marshals. 2 more corner marshals. One at the end, both ends of the straightaway and right in front of the driver's stand here. Anybody, please help. Please, please, please help. Corners, please. Anybody. Thank you, Scooter. Thank you, Chris. Daniel, will you get right here in front of the driver's stand, please? All right, drivers ready. Corner marshals almost ready. 6 minutes of modified fun on the tone. Oh, what's happening? Oh, man. All right, so Vince out in the 1. Like Darren in the 2.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Darren Smith, and Fearless leader.
Kevin in the 3 and Terry in the 4. Earl in the 5. Still 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Vince in the 1. Darren in the 2. It's pretty close together.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Darren Smith, and Fearless leader.
Oh, out of the park. Oh, that was Darren. Boo. Right, that will give Vince a little bit of leeway. Kevin is hot on his tail, though. Vince in the 1, Kevin in the 2, Darren in the 3, Earl in the 4, Terry in the 5.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Fearless leader, and Darren Smith.
Vince, you're going super wide at the end of the straightaway. Tighten that up some. All right, we got Kevin in the 1 now. That's better.
4 minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Fearless leader, Vince Lim, and Darren
Vince in the
Smith.
2. Darren in the 3, Earl in the 4, Terry in the 5. Oh, right in front of the driver's stand, right in front of the driver's stand. Or RD booth, I guess. All right. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Kevin in the 1, Vince in the 2, Earl in the
After
3,
2
Darren in
minutes
the 4,
31
Terry in
seconds,
the 5.
the
Fast
top
lap
drivers
races
are fearless leader
11-9 out of
Vince Lim
Kevin.
and Earl Newton.
12-1 out of Earl. 12-6. Oh. 12-4 out of Vince. Vince up in the 1. Vince, Kevin, Earl, top 3. Clean passes,
3
Kevin.
minutes
Clean
left.
passes.
After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Vince Lim, fearless leader, and Earl Newton.
Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, no. In front of the RD booth. Oh, no. All right, so that will give Kevin a
After 3 minutes
pretty good
32
gap.
seconds, the top drivers
Still
are
got 2
fearless
minutes and
leader
30
Vince
seconds to
Lim
go,
and Earl
though.
Newton.
Little more than a straightaway gap or between Vince and Kevin. 2 minutes to go. Kevin in the 1, Vince in the 2, Earl in the 3, Darren in the 4, Terry in the 5. Still 11.986 out of
2
Kevin for the
minutes
fast
left.
lap of the race.
After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are fearless
Oh,
leader
Chad
Vince
Pole,
Lim
Chad
and Earl
Pole.
Newton.
Oh, was that Kevin? That was Kevin. All right, I was going to put Vince back in the 1. Oh, no. Tight lines, Vince.
After 4 minutes 33 seconds,
Vince in the 1,
the
Kevin
top
in the 2,
drivers
Earl
are
in the
Vince
3, Darren in
Lim,
the 4,
fearless leader,
Terry in the
and Earl
5.
Newton.
Oh. Kevin makes a mistake on the wall jump. Oh, then Vince pops a wheelie. Lets Kevin go ahead of him. I wouldn't have done that. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Kevin, Vince, Earl
After
is
5
the order
minutes 3
now.
seconds, the top drivers are fearless leader Vince Lim and Earl
Earl
Newton.
has the second fastest lap of the race. Oh.
45 seconds left.
Oh, Kevin taps out. Chad Pole. It's going to give Vince a huge gap.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Keep
After
it
5
on all
minutes
4
33
wheels,
seconds,
Vince.
the top drivers are Earl
And
Newton,
you got
Vince Lim,
this.
and fearless leader.
Kevin's got about a straightaway, a little over a straightaway between the two.
15 seconds
more
left.
than that. I thought that was Kevin. That's Terry. It's 5 seconds to go. Don't stop till you hear your name.
Earl Newton
in the
done.
1 now. Vince in the 2, Terry in the 3, Kevin in the 4, and
Vince
Darren
Lim
in the
done.
5.
Darren Smith done. Terry Brown done. All drivers are finished.
Is that
Fearless
correct?
leader done.
Did Earl get in the 1? Yeah? Nice job. Earl, Vince, Terry, Kevin, Darren.
The race is completed.
Hope you guys are all getting ready for the Vision Invite. All the open classes. It's a lot of work. Need all the locals to show up. It's our last big race of this year. Gonna try and do one big race in the summer. Okay. We're
Eric Rosen.
sportsman guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Todd
Yeah.
Murray. Willie Madden.
Willie wants us to stay here till midnight. We're still looking for one more corps marshal at the far end down there at the Protec banner. I think that seems like that would be a Terry Brown spot. Huh? So everybody's up in the next race. We need somebody at the far corner. Need one more corps marshal at the far end. I need Clinton and Don. Don left, so I need Clinton to check in.
Clinton.
He's got a hurt leg. All right. Eric, Todd, Clinton, and Willie. Willie wants to have half-hour mains. Change batteries out. Makes you have to change batteries twice. Either gear, yeah. Here we go. On the tone, lesson 5. Thank you, Mike Wynn. That's my boy. Look out, Darren. You know, I only see them flying around Darren's out there. I think everybody just hates Darren. Alrighty.
After
I did
30
not get enough
seconds,
sleep last
the
night.
top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
I miss having the drifters over there. These guys are funny. Five minutes. Grab it. Grab it.
After 1 minute, the top drivers
All right,
are
let's
Clinton,
look at
Eric
estimated
Rosen,
position
and
here.
Willie Madden.
Clinton had a 27.607, so you have to beat him and you have to go 27 laps. So Eric has got to get it turned up a notch. He just ran a 12.8 though, fast lap of the race. Gap is 7.3. Let's see what it is this time by.
After 1 minute 30
7.1.
seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen,
Straight
and Todd
away.
Murray.
It is going to be a lot more than that now.
After 2 minutes, the top drivers are Clinton, Willie Madden, and Eric Rosen.
All of you sportsmen could come to Dan's class and learn a lot. You got Dan all to yourself on Thursdays. Whoa, boy.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
boy.
the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
I think Clinton has lapped the field now. You know what we say when somebody laps the field? Means they're going up to expert stock after this series.
3 minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
3 minutes. You're halfway there. Export stock is up next. Nice to see Daniel come out here on a spring break. Whoa! Whoa!
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
You know who? Ho, ho, ho! All right. So it's Clinton, Eric, Willie, Todd.
2 minutes left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the
Ooh,
top
nice
drivers
pass
are
over that
Clinton,
was.
Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
Oh! So Eric is hanging with Clinton. But he is a lap down, but he's still hanging with him. Now he's ahead of him. No, run away, get that lap back.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the
You
top
got
drivers
1:30
are
left, you
Clinton,
get a full
Eric
lap
Rosen,
on him.
and Todd Murray.
Nope, he's in front of you. He just had his fast lap of 12.7.
One minute left. After
Derek
5
could
minutes
corner the
3
whole
seconds,
track.
the top drivers are Clinton, Eric Rosen, and Willie Madden.
How's your heart, Darren? Okay, good.
45 seconds left. $30 left. After 5 minutes 33 seconds,
Well,
the
straight away,
top drivers
straight
are
away.
Clinton,
Whoa,
Eric Rosen,
Nelly.
and Willie Madden.
Ooh, that was close. 15 seconds
15
left.
seconds left.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight and playing on a Wednesday night. Good times had. Tell your friends. Let's get more people in here. Tell them how awesome this sport is.
Clinton done. Eric Rosen done.
2 more to finish.
Todd Murray done.
Todd had the fast lap of a 12.6.
All drivers are finished. Willie Madden done.
It took 4th place.
The race is completed.
So Clinton's going to take the overall tonight. Take a podium at the end of all the winners. Dan at a 36.06. So let's see if Daniel
Dan
can take
Jefferson.
him down.
Daniel Matz.
Or Mike. Or
Terry Brown. Earl Newton. Darren Smith. Scooter Wingard. Chris Morrison. Emily Weldon. Tail Whip.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, so let's get them lined up. It's going to go Jeppesen, Mattis, Wynn, Brown, Newton, Smith, Weldon, Wingard, and Morrison. All right, here we go. Driver's ready, corners ready, on the tone in less than 5. Easy does it. That's a pretty good start there.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
Dan starting to pull away. Fast out 11.7. Mattis at 11.6. Then Terry, Earl, Mike. Mike's in the 11s with 11.9.
After 1 minute 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Terry Brown.
So Terry and Earl battling out for the third position. Or fourth, excuse me. Oh, third. Yeah, third. I don't know what happened there.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen,
Watch out on
Daniel
the table.
Matz,
Watch out
and
on the
Terry
table.
Brown.
So Darren, there we go. All right, so Mattis now is close up on Dan. He had a little mishap with some lappers. Gap is 2.8.
4 minutes left. After 2 minutes 2 seconds, the top
Earl and
drivers
Emily,
are Dan
that's the
Jeppesen,
closest
Daniel
battle.
Matz, and Terry Brown.
You got more than 3.5 minutes left, drivers.
After 2 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz,
Oh no,
and Terry
watch out
Brown.
in the middle jump. Watch out in the middle jump. Watch out in the middle jump. Here goes Mattis by. He's going to take over the one. They need to pick up about 8 seconds, but they got 3 minutes to do it, so we got a battle for the lead now. Oh no, watch out on the straight. Watch out on the straight. Stay inside, 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 inside.
3 minutes left.
He had it.
After 3 minutes 2 seconds,
And he lost
the
it.
top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Terry Brown, and Daniel Matz.
So now Terry up to the 2. Mattis got to battle him. Dan's on a 29.603. He had a 30.606. What, did
After 3
Scooter
minutes
pull off over
32
here? What's
seconds,
going on?
the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Terry
Why?
Brown, and Daniel Matz.
So it's Dan, Terry, Daniel. So Daniel's right on the back of Terry. He's got 2 minutes left of this.
2
Oh
minutes
no!
left. After 4 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Terry Brown,
Mattis
and
is
Daniel
just-
Matz.
Hurting himself here. Still got the second overall tonight. Right now, where it sits. Terry needs to pick up about 8 seconds to take 2 overall.
After 4 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Terry Brown, and Tail Whip.
$110 left, $110.
Nobody going faster. Terry
minute
improves to 3 though, and Chris is up 3 to the
After 5 minutes 3 seconds, the
To
top
the
drivers are Dan
5
Jefferson,
overall.
Terry Brown, and Tail Whip. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
After 5 minutes 34 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Terry Brown, and Tail Whip. "15 seconds left. Darren Smith done. Dan Jefferson done. Earl Newton done. Daniel Matz done. Emily Weldon done. Terry Brown done. Tail Whip done. All drivers are finished.
All right.
Chris Morrison done. The race is completed.
Stadium trucks up next. So Dan takes the win in that one. Good run, Terry Brown. Scooter, what happened to you?
Dan Jefferson.
We should have plenty of corner marshals. You guys checked in, get it rolling. Short course up next.
Daniel Matz.
Mike,
Vince
check it
Lynn.
in. All right, let's get them lined
Tail
up.
Whip.
No more laps, no more speed. It's going to be Jefferson, Wynn, Mattis, Lamaco. Here we go, on the tone. And Dan breaks away. Everybody punished themselves on the first lap.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Vince Lim, and Daniel Matz. After 1 minute, the top drivers are Daniel Matz, Vince Lim, and Tail Whip.
All right, Mattis out front.
After 1
Did
minute
Dan miss a
31
lap?
seconds, the top drivers are Daniel Matz, Tail
Well, that's
Whip,
good.
and
Let's
Vince
just leave
Lim.
it like that.
Four minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip. After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Vince Lim.
Watching Mike tail whip is entertainment in itself.
Three minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen,
way
Daniel
out front
Matz,
this one,
and Vince Lim.
29.605 to 28.603. Straight. Watch out on the back jump, all clear.
After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
Two minutes left.
Two minutes left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
All right, Daniel's at 12-0. Come on, Dan. You can do a 11-second lap.
After 4 minutes 32 seconds,
throw one down
the
here.
top drivers are Dan Jeppesen,
I think you
Daniel
missed the
Matz,
lap
and
again.
Tail Whip.
You got something going on your transponder. Maybe check and make sure it's plugged in. Because you're the only one having it, so.
One minute left. After 5 minutes 3 seconds, the top
was a
drivers are Dan
12-1.
Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip.
That's not going to be an 11-second lap.
"45 seconds left.
Watch on the back jump. All clear.
"30 seconds left. After 5 minutes 33 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Daniel Matz, and Tail Whip. "15 seconds left. Tail Whip done. All drivers are finished. 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 The race is completed.
No, I think what it was, it's
Todd Murray.
short course time.
Clinton.
There's Clinton, and let's get Chris across the line. We'll get this going here. Dan can watch this front section here.
Chris Morrison.
All right, line them up. Chris, Clinton, Todd. Chris, Clinton, Todd. Here we go on the tone.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Todd Murray, and Chris Morrison. After 1 minute, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison.
Todd out in front.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison. Four minutes After left. 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Clinton, Todd Murray, and Chris Morrison. After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Clinton, Chris Morrison, and Todd Murray. Three minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Chris Morrison, and Clinton. Two minutes left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, The top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison. One minute left. After 5 minutes 3 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Murray, Clinton, and Chris Morrison. "45 seconds left.
$30 left. 30 seconds of short course madness. Todd Murray
30
out front.
seconds left.
He's going to take second
After
overall.
5 minutes 33 seconds,
Listen, somehow
the
in
top
30
drivers
seconds
are
he can
Todd
pick up
Murray,
another
Clinton,
lap.
and Chris Morrison.
He's having a good run though. Chris missed a lap.
15 seconds left.
Okay, well, let me add a lap to him. Oh, so Chris is in front. Todd, you did it to yourself. Okay. Huh?
Clinton done. Chris Morrison done.
I
All
didn't hear
drivers are
that.
finished. Todd Murray done.
It doesn't matter. He's going to take second anyway.
The race is completed.
There we go. 2 more races. This is your race. You need another 15 minutes? I'm going to lounge back here on this one. I'm going to just sit like this. We need volunteer marshals. Please. And thank you.
Tail whip.
Volunteer marshals.
Darren Smith. Dan Jefferson. Earl Newton. Willie Madden. Emily Weldon.
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's get them lined up. Daniel, Mike, Darren, Earl, Willie, and Emily. We have corners. Let's get them lined up. Can anybody beat Dan tonight? Here we go. On the tone. Less than 5. Mike punishes himself in the first lap every race tonight. About 6 minutes left. All right.
After 30 seconds,
Daniel,
the top
Mike,
drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip,
Earl,
and Earl
Willie,
Newton.
Darren, and Emily. Emily, I bet you can get it at $20 if you can slow Dan down. Wings. Gotta love four-wheel drive wings.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip, and Darren Smith.
Yeah.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Tail Whip, and
So
Darren Smith.
Dan Already has a 6-second lead. He's got 4:20 left to go. Mike's in the 2, Darren in the 3.
Four minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second.
So Darren's
the top
in the
drivers
2
are
now.
Dan Jefferson, Darren Smith, and Tail Whip.
And Earl's right on his tail. Straight away, go inside on the straight, inside.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Darren Smith, and Earl Newton.
Willie, you might as well go get your car. Quietly come off the back, Willie. You come on.
3 minutes left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Darren Smith, and Earl Newton.
Alrighty, Earl up to the 2 now. Way to go, Earl. Dan's on a 31-lap run. Good Lord.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith.
Oh! 2 minutes. There's still 2 minutes left in this race.
2 minutes left. After 4 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith. After 4 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith.
One minute. Dan's got 11.4.
1
Earl
minute left.
11.9. Darren
After 5 minutes
11.9.
2
Mike
seconds,
11.8.
the top drivers
Emily
are Dan Jefferson,
13.0,
Earl
and
Newton,
Willie
and Darren Smith.
at a 13.6. Now he's got a broken wing.
45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 5 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Earl Newton, and Darren Smith.
So
15 seconds
nobody
left.
is going to change their positions overall. Caution on the table. All clear. Finish your laps, you will be done.
Dan Jefferson done. Darren Smith done. Tail Whip done. Earl Newton done. All drivers are finished.
All right.
Emily Weldon done.
Last
The race is completed.
of the night.
right, last race of the night. Earl took the first one of these guys. Time to beat's going to be a 27.6 flat. Better not. I mean, you better not. All right, we need
Earl Newton,
corner marshals.
Terry Brown.
Marshals. We need one in front of the driver's stand, one in the middle, where that little Xy thing is.
Darren Smith,
Anybody? Last race of the night. Last race of the
Fearless
night.
Leader, Vince Lim,
Please help. Please, please. Do it now. Get in the chopper. All right. One more corner marshal. Two more corner marshals, please. Two more corner marshals. Anybody? If we can all go home. Hey, Chris. Can you help us out, please? Daniel, please. So we can get this over with. I know Kevin's dying to go home. He's taking a nap up there already. Thank you, Chris. You're awesome. Thank you, Daniel. Right here. All right. Drivers ready. Corner marshals ready. On the tone. Time to beat a 27.6 flat. Oh, Vince crashes out. Earl gets tangled up. Kevin's got a big old gap now. It is still 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go, though, so, you know, anything can happen.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Fearless Leader, Darren Smith, and Vince Lim.
12.3 is fast lap of the race so far. Kevin in the 1, Darren in the 2, Vince in the 3, Terry in the 4, Earl in the 5.
After 1 minute, the top drivers are Fearless Leader, Darren
All
Smith,
right, it's
and Vince
clear.
Lim.
Right, Kevin in the 1, Darren in the 2, Terry in the 3, Earl in the 4, Vince in the 5. 12.005 for fast lap of the race out of Kevin.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Fearless Leader, Darren Smith, and Terry Brown.
That looked like a pretty good lap. 11.8. I did want to point out that I had an 11.6 with my stock buggy, Kevin, so let's see if you can beat that. That should be a good one there. No, 12.1. Kevin in the 1, Darren in the 2, Earl in the 3.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Fearless Leader, Darren Smith, and Earl
12.1
Newton.
again. Or sorry, 12 flat. 12.042. $11.903. Getting faster. Oh, Terry and Vince getting all tangled up. Leader coming through. Leader coming through.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Fearless Leader, Darren Smith,
new
and
fast
Earl
lap
Newton.
of the new fast lap of the race. Kevin in the 1, Darren in the 2, Earl in the 3, Vince in the 4, Terry in the 5.
After 3 minutes left, the
3
top drivers
minutes
are
to
Fearless Leader,
go.
Darren Smith, and Earl Newton.
Wall, jump to the wall, jump on the wall, jump on the wall. Clear. Oh my.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, The top
Kevin in the
drivers are
one,
fearless
Earl
leader
in the two,
Earl
Darren
Newton
in the
and
three.
Darren Smith.
Fast lap is at 11.83 out of Kevin. 12.1 out of Darren. Straight. Oh, my. Took out the leader. All right. Check the turnbuckles on that car after that.
2 minutes after
left.
4 minutes 1 second.
2 minutes to
The
go.
top drivers are fearless leader Earl Newton and Vince Lim.
I don't know how to do that. Darren or Earl? Yeah, I'll just leave it after you can fix it. I don't know how to add laps.
After 4 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are fearless leader Earl Newton and Vince Lim.
Right. Order is Kevin in the 1, Earl in the 2, Vince in the 3, Terry in the 4, Darren in the 5. Oh.
One minute left. After 5
1
minutes
minute
1
to
second,
go.
the top drivers are fearless leader Earl Newton and Vince Lim.
Kevin has about a 2-lap advantage on the rest of the field. Come on, Kevin. 11.6, 11.5. Come on, let's do
45
it.
seconds left.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
Thirty seconds left. After 5
like
minutes
it's
31
getting squirrely.
seconds, the top
Traction
drivers
picked
are
up out
fearless
there.
leader Earl Newton and Vince Lim.
Oh, 11.79. 22 seconds to go. Kevin, Earl, Vince.
15 seconds left.
Oh, 12 flat. 5 seconds to go. He's going to get caught.
Earl Newton done.
Earl's
Fearless
done.
leader done.
Kevin's done. Vince and Terry and Darren are still on.
Darren
the
Smith
clock.
done. Vince Lim done. All drivers are
Right.
finished. Terry Brown done.
I don't know how to add laps. You have to do that if you.
In the race,
Yeah, I didn't.
just go like this. Add Mario lap.
Just on that first
Yeah.
one, right quick.
Yeah. He must have missed 2 laps. It was 30. Darren, did you miss 2 laps?
The race is completed.